Okay, so we will start with interpreting data presented in a pie graph. So we will try to interpret data using a pie chart. Okay? Where do we use a pie chart po ba? Usually we use it in interpreting percentage, right? Okay. So let's check some examples here. Ayan. A pie graph is also known as a pie chart. The whole circle represent one whole or 100%. Okay? The pie graph gives a clear representation of a results in mathematics test. This is an example. For example, this one. In mathematics test daw po, 30% is the field. Okay? Then, when I was a kid, I was legit collecting a lot of play money for no reason. Why? Okay, mathematics test, 30% is failed and 70% are pass. Okay. That's the play money. Okay, so total of 30% and 70%, total of 100%, right? Okay, now, that is the representation of the pie graph. And how do we interpret data using the pie graph? Okay, later we will have interpretation. This is another example. The following pie graph shows the number of flavored ice cream in a cone that Mr. Torres sold in a certain day. So it means in one day, these are the percentage, okay, of his ice cream sold. Ayan, let's see. Okay. So let's check. Mango is 10, strawberry is 20, chocolate is 25, and vanilla is 45. So based on the illustration, let us interpret the data. Okay? The first question is, how many strawberry ice cream cones were sold that day? Ilan po ba yung strawberry? Uh, can you check? How many strawberries sold in that day? That is 20. All right, very good. That is one. Okay, and then the next question is, okay, let's check the next question. Oh, wait, naiba yung ating PowerPoint. Based dun sa data, ayan. The next question is, which flavor ice cream did Mr. Torres sell most of that day? So, ano po ba yung pinakamarami? Most flavored ice cream sold that day. So, ano po yun? Is it mango, strawberry, chocolate, or vanilla? All right, vanilla. And then the third question is, ayan, which flavor of ice cream did Mr. Torres sell more? Strawberry or chocolate? Sino po ba ang mas marami? Strawberry or chocolate? Based from our pie chart or pie graph. Is it strawberry or chocolate? Now, I will zoom in for you. Which flavor of ice cream sell more, strawberry or chocolate? Okay, chocolate. Okay. Because chocolate is 25, then strawberry is 20 only. So it means chocolate flavor is sold more than strawberry. Ayan. This is the correct answer for that. 20 cones of strawberry. 45 is the greatest numbers in the graph. So that is the vanilla. Then 25 is greater than 20. So they sold more chocolate ice cream than strawberry ice cream. Okay. For the next example, we have this one. Uh, Paulo's monthly allocation of allowance. So if Paulo has 1,200 allowance, let's see how did he spend his allowance. So he said 15% is for transportation, 10% is for school supplies, 20% is for miscellaneous expenses, and 5% for savings. And the big portion is 50% for food. Now, how much is allotted per month for food? So, according to the data, yun na, according to the pie graph, 50% is allotted for food. If he has 1,200 pesos, what is the 50% of that? So that we can identify how much is allotted for the month for food. Oh, what are we going to do? We will multiply 1,200 to 50%. And what is 50% in decimal? Okay. What is 50% in decimal? 0.50, right? Okay. Can you multiply this one, yun eh? 1,200 multiplied by 0.50. What will be your answer? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then you will put the decimal point. Where? Where's your decimal point? Okay. Here. Am I right? Okay. So, it means your answer is 600.00 or 600 only. So, it means for food, he spent 600 pesos. So, 600 pesos is half, right, of 1,200. And that is correct kasi 50% is allotted to food. The next question, how much is spent for transportation? How many percent po ba yung sa transportation? We have 15%. So, what are you going to do? You need to get the 15%. You will how will you get the amount spent for transportation? How will you get that? So if that is 15% of the allotted of the allowance, so it means you're going to multiply 1,200 to 15%. And what is 15% in decimal? What is 15% in decimal? All right, 0.15. Or you can multiply na to 1,200 to 0.15. Can you multiply it? 1, 2 times 0.15. What will be your answer? Yun na. You can multiply it na po. What will be your answer? 1,200 multiplied by 0.15. It's okay. It's bagay naman. You can multiply na po. Number 2, yun na. For the answer for number 2. 1,200 times 0.15. Do you hear me po? Ayun. Alright. I'm so sorry. I am without mic pala. Okay. So, how much does Paulo save in a month naman daw po? If his savings is 5%, so what is the 5% of 1, 2? Can you try to solve it? You will multiply the 5% po. for his savings. So what will be your answer if you're going to multiply the 1 to 5%? O what is 5% po ba in decimal? What is your answer? 60? 60 pesos? All right. So it means his savings. So it means his savings is 60 pesos. So in 1 2, he saves 60 pesos. Ayan. So find the average daw of amount of money allotted per month for food and transportation. So since we have the answer na for food and transportation, we can get the average. How will you get the average po ba? You will just add them. Okay? So for transportation, we have 180, right? For food, we have 600. So what will be the average? Oh, can you add this one, Yuna? What will be our answer for number 4? All right. So that would be 780. Okay. So it means that is the average of food and transportation. How about the average daw po of the money allotted for school supplies, savings, and miscellaneous expenses? So since we have the savings na po, we will just try to find the school supplies and miscellaneous first. So what will be the 1 2 times 10% and 1 2 times 20%? Can you try to get these answers? 1 2 times 10% and 1 2 times 20%. What will be your answer for that? So that we can get the school supplies and miscellaneous. Okay, so we have, how much is the 10%? That is 1, 2, right? Sorry, 120. And then the 20% is 240. All right. Oh, can you get the average for the savings, miscellaneous, and school supplies? What is the average po for school supplies, miscellaneous, and savings? So it means you will add 120, 240, and 60. So what will be our answer for number 5? Mm-hmm. Okay, you will add it lang. All right. And 60. No. Not the 180. 240. This one. The transportation, the school supplies, the miscellaneous, and savings. The 60. So 240, 120, and 60. What will be your answer? Mm-hmm. Then 60. Okay. What is your answer? Okay. So that is 420, right? 420. So it means the average of school supplies, miscellaneous, and savings is 420. Okay. So it means you can interpret data using pie graph. No? So it's just stating the percentage, you can get the uh, amount or the allotted money or amount to that specific allocation. So we can use pie graph and analysis of data using pie graph, no? Using the percentage process. So for the pie graph, just stated the percentage and then the total amount of allowance, you can get the allotted money each category, no, each item that you are have in your allocation. So it means you can interpret data using pie graph, no, and it is applicable not only in budgeting, no, you can use that in any kind of interpretation of data. Okay, so since we have illustration, we can solve the specific uh, item that asked to you. Okay? Do you have any question po for this example? Are you sure? Okay. So we will have 3-minute break lang po and then we will proceed na to the next examples. Okay? All right. See you in 3 minutes yun na. Bye-bye. Okay. Stop.